So, I'm about to tick off a lot of fans. Well, a lot of non-Bengals fans, that is. Let's get into it. Today, guys, we're predicting the AFC North, and I know we're doing this in May, but guess what? Why not? Okay? Why not? Starting off right away, we're going to start off with the Bengals, and we are starting off with the pre-assumed motion the Trey Hendrickson situation gets figured out. If it doesn't get figured out, he's not playing for us this year. If Trey does not play for us this year, our final record will be a lot different as if he played, okay? I know that's pretty obvious, but a lot of people didn't understand with my last prediction video. I made a prediction based on him not playing. If he plays, it's a lot different. If he plays, starting off 1-0. I think we will beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, we'll beat the Vikings, and I think we beat the Broncos. I think the Bengals still have 4-0 if he plays. First loss would be the Lions. Second loss, I think we're going to lose to the Packers. I think we beat the Steelers. Jets in Cincinnati, we take care of business. Take care of business versus the Bears. I think we will go ahead and lose to the Steelers once in Pittsburgh. We beat the Patriots. Lose to the Ravens on Thanksgiving. Beat the Bills. You already know that's how we take care of business. We go ahead and beat the Ravens in Cincinnati. This game, I'm kind of on the fence about. Let's have us beat the Miami Dolphins. I'm joking. Right now, we are sitting at 11-4 record. And I have us finishing with not 13-4. I'm going to have us probably lose like a random game, like the Cardinals game. I feel like that's probably going to end up happening. 12-5. You know, I'm going to go with 12-5. I feel confident in 12-5. I'm going to go with 12-5 here. Cardinals game, we might actually win that game too. I'm just saying that's a random Saturday game that could just go, vice versa pretty much. Anything could happen in that game. Honestly, our schedule-wise, you know what? I'm going to lose to the Broncos. I'm 11-6. I'm 11-6ing it. No, I'm not. 12-5. Okay, 12-5. That's with Trey playing, okay? With Trey playing, 12-5. Let's do the Ravens next, because the Ravens are a really good team. But week 1, I think they're going to lose to the Bills. Week 2, I think they beat the Brownies. Week 3, Lions. It's going to be tough. I think they beat the Lions. I think the Chiefs beat them. They beat the Texans. Rams game, I think they win. Bears, they win. Dolphins, they win. Vikings, I think they win. Brownies should be a little tough one, and week 11 in Cleveland, especially with them being, such a good team right now in the league, I think they could lose this game. Ravens beat the Jets. Ravens beat the Steelers. Patriots, they beat Packers. I am actually going to have them lose to the Green Bay Packers, and then I'm going to have them lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. That puts them at an 11-6 record and puts them second place in the AFC North. Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 1 versus the Jets. Give me the Jets. Steelers versus Seahawks. That's what I'd probably go with the Steelers. Patriots Steelers. Give me the Patriots. Again, Mason Rudolph is their quarterback. We can only go off the perceived motion right now that Aaron Rodgers is not on the team. Vikings. Give me the Steelers to beat the Browns. Packers to beat the Steelers. Give me the Steelers to beat the Colts. Steelers to beat the Chargers. I'm joking. Give me the Chargers to beat the Steelers. I'm going to have them win that game. Give me the Bills to beat the Steelers. They're going to beat the Dolphins. Lions win. Steelers season sweep the Brownies. And that puts the Steelers at an 8-9 record, which would put them right now as third place in the AFC North, which, to be honest, we all know how this is going to go. They're probably going to win one of those games that I just mentioned. So let's go ahead and give them. Let's say they win week 1 versus the Jets, because the Jets aren't that good. 9-8, which keeps above 500, which keeps Mike Tomlin happy and keeps Mike Tomlin employed. 9-8 record. Now we got the Brownies. Ooh, mama. I have them losing to the Bengals week 1, losing to the Ravens week 2. Week 3, I have them losing to the Packers, losing to the Lions. Yes, they're going to start off the season 0-4. Vikings game could be interesting. I have them winning that game, losing to the Steelers, losing to the Dolphins, beating the Patriots, beating the New York Jets, beating the Las Vegas Raiders, kind of getting going here, losing to the 49ers, the Titans, and the Bears, losing to the Bills, and then losing to the Steelers and Bengals. So that's a 5-12 record for the Cleveland Brownies. Could they win a game, here and there and make that a little bit better, like 7 wins possible? But that's my prediction for the AFC North, okay? Again, like I said, just my personal prediction. Everyone has their own. Mine's correct. Let me go here. There we go. So this would finish with number 1 seed, number 1 in the division would be Cincinnati at 12-5. Baltimore 11-6. Pittsburgh 9-7. 9-8. I cannot read today for some reason. And then finally the Brownies 5-12. That would be my final prediction for the AFC North. Again, like I said, if Trey does play, that's my prediction. If Trey doesn't play, I think the Bengals are a 10-7, 11-16. At best, 11-6. At worst, 10-7. If Trey does not play. If Trey plays, honestly, the sky's the limit if Trey plays. Trey is a very, very important player on this team. He's very important to this organization, and we need him to play. So Cincinnati, please just get it done with. I understand principle. I understand, again, I'm the guy who keeps saying you got to honor your contract. Guess what? I don't even care anymore about the honoring your contract at this point. I just want the situation done and over with, and I just want to be able to focus on the season and not have any issue or any, back and forth problem. At this point, I'm just ready to go. Let's get him signed. Let's get this whole thing over with, and that's pretty much that. Hoo-day!